So sensitive, don't go there. We've been warned not to go there, and society will keep retrogressing. I can assure you that society cannot have you and I and remain the same. And who am I? I am citizen Matthew Kofi Okono, MKO. I am a productivity advocate and practitioner. I am a reformer, and I am the president and founder of Open Forum. Open Forum is an NGO registered duly, and we are about people. We are about issues, ideas, and solutions. Today, very important guest in the house. You can be sure that nobody has ever been here on Open Forum without you having fresh insight on certain things or having critical issues being brought to the table. Some of them were hidden deliberately or avoided intentionally, but here, nothing is sacred as long as we add value to us. How do we start? With our thought for food and food for thought for this week. And today, one of the rare days that we have two, the price of one. The first is a quote by Jefferson Davis, and it says, "The slave must be made fit for freedom by education and discipline, and thus made unfit for slavery. And as soon as he becomes unfit for slavery, the master will no longer desire to hold him as a slave." Jefferson Davis. I take that again. The slave must be made fit for freedom by education and discipline, and thus made unfit for slavery. And as soon as he becomes unfit for slavery, the master will no longer desire to hold him as a slave. The challenge to society is that there's so much gullibility, there's so much intimidation, there's so many slaves when we think that we are free. And once you make them to be enlightened, they become unfit. And hear what Abraham Lincoln said. Abraham Lincoln, you know him. I want to appeal. Those trying to call my lines now, you know my schedule on Mondays and Thursdays. Please don't call this line. You are going to disrupt our podcast. This line that you have is being used for streaming. Please. Abraham Lincoln said, "Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves." If you deny freedom, if you enslave others, you don't deserve it for yourself. And so we make everything possible. Like we say, we are here to help the oppressed, and we are here to also help the oppressor. How do we help the oppressor? By stopping or showing you who you are, holding the mirror to you, to behold yourself. If you like what you see, go on. Whatever you get, you know that there's superior power. And for the oppressed, we are your voice. Are you oppressed anywhere? Put a call across to us. Not now, please. Our phone line is always there in public domain, and we are doing the best that we can. And so that is it. A quick rundown of the things we're going to do today is on state of the state and state of the country. We will look at Professor Joash Amukwiton, the newly nominated INEC helmsman, whose announcement has been greeted with controversies. We'll give you some insight to what will help you to resolve some of the questions that have been asked, or some of the stories in public domain, including from very eminent groups and individuals. We will also look at certificate forgery and perjury by public office holders in Nigeria. Is it an organized crime or what? We'll be very brief on that because that one is very pregnant, but we just give snippet because of the latest development that just happened recently. And so the third thing on state of the state is the state of emergency on the health care sector in Akwa Ibom State. And the question is, between the two wanted doctors, those who are declared wanted, and a wanting system. We have two people wanted, and some issues in public domain shows that the system is also wanting. Interesting perspective. But you're going to have update on the state of those two doctors that were declared wanted. I think precisely that must have been 15th of 2025. Technical team, I hope there's no issue. And on a special spotlight, on rare occasions we have what we call special spotlight. Even if it's going to be part one, we don't care. We must make sure we dig in and we follow up with authorities to make sure we get results. If they don't respond, it will be left for posterity to record that we made this effort. And that is talking about the stranger than fiction story of a maritime university that operates as a maritime academy or run Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. And that's why we have two very unique human beings that have had reason to work with for some time now. And one of them, in fact both of them, the first day I met them, we produced result. And I'm sure today we are going to produce results. You get to meet them very soon. And then for the stock taking agenda setting for Akwa Ibom without oil, today the focus is different. What are we looking at? The challenges of leadership recruitment,